Hello, and welcome to my presentation about anabolic steroids. Anabolic steroids and performance-enhancing drugs have become a huge topic in today's training community. A lot of people fall in the trap of believing that anabolic steroids just somehow magically will make your muscles grow bigger without any consequences. But is this really the case? I present to you my thesis question: why you should not consume anabolic steroids. It is a pretty widely asked question, I know that. And to answer this question, we first have to find out what anabolic steroids is. Basically, anabolic steroids are performance-enhancing drugs in the form of synthetic testosterone. Testosterone is the male sex hormone which runs the body growth. Even though this is considered an illegal drug, doctors can prescribe it to patients that suffers from hormone failures and such. Abusers to synthetic testosterone usually take doses 10 to 100 times larger than the doctors recommend. And this leads to my next question: why does people use anabolic steroids? It is actually a pretty easy question to answer. Everybody wants to look like this. Everybody wants to have big muscles, a healthy body, and just feel better about themselves. And to be straight up honest, anabolic steroids could be a great shortcut to obtaining this. Most people actually report that they feel a lot better about themselves after consuming the first dose of anabolic steroids, such as they get more out of the training, and they get big muscles, and they get more motivation to train because anabolic steroids cause the energy level in your body to rise. Most people who sell anabolic steroids and those who produce them tell you that if you use small and controlled doses, you will be just fine. But is this really the case? I know that anabolic steroids might seem like they have a lot of good sides to it, but trust me, there are more bad sides than good sides. For example, it increases the risks of heart attacks and liver cancer, and I bet most people don't want no heart attacks and liver cancer. It disrupts the hormonal system in your body, and that can cause reversible and irreversible changes to your body, like your testicles will get smaller, and that is because in the male body, your testicles produce testosterone, and if you inject some testicle testosterone, your brain will tell your testicles to stop producing testosterone, which causes your testicles to shrink. It deepens the voice and increases the body hair amount, and if you are a girl, I have to be straight up honest, that doesn't look very good on you. But as well as having a lot of physiological consequences, anabolic steroids have psychological consequences as well, believe it or not. You will get mood changes, and you're more likely to get triggered by small stuff that doesn't really matter. You will develop a stunning aggression, and you're more likely to get into situations that involve violence, for example, and that leads to the term roid rage. And almost everybody who consume anabolic steroids experience depression and aggression. My conclusion: anabolic steroids is a widely debated question in today's training community. And some people may argue and say that it's not that dangerous after all. I strongly recommend everyone to not fall in the trap of believing this. Anabolic steroids is just as dangerous as any other illegal drug. And it makes sense to some people that in the beginning anabolic steroids could seem helpful and be a good thing. But I think for almost every consumer, they understand that after all, they have destroyed their body more than they have fixed it. And I brought this quote up to back my arguments, and it says, "Drugs take you to hell disguised as heaven." And it's from Donald Frost. Well, this was my presentation about anabolic steroids, and these are my sources. Thank you for listening.